having you. It's been a week. Been a week since I last said hello. So, today is Saturday, 22nd of March. Two little ducks, quack quack. 22nd of March. Got back from work yesterday, had a delivery. The missus sorted that out in the day. Just spin you around to show you what I've had. I've already told you I was having them anyway. These are the slabs, all 20 square metres. So when I got back from work yesterday, I handballed all them up. 3x2s, 2x2s, 2x1s and foot squares. I've got a question as to whether they're the right ones. I've gone out to found the place today because I ordered a slabs called Candlat Grey. These have come as grey birch. So whether it's just a different description for them or not, I don't know. They're alright though, them nice enough, them light, which I think will probably go better against the dark. You know, the dark tops and the dark grey, and them light will be on the floor. So I think they might be better, in all fairness. Got the lane pattern here. Got to try and follow that some road. Or, if I'm anything like I was before, I'll just go any old bloody random pattern like I did with these, and they look alright, to be fair. Everything's alright up here. Go down to go over this lot with a whacker blade first anyway up here. These are as ravenous as ever. I think there's fluke still going on. No, just a bit of flicking and flashing yesterday, and there's a couple, as you can see, the Sorogoys sort of struggling a little bit. And I did notice me Tsuri, my show and grow for Mad Dog. That was down here yesterday, still there, same place. Tie clamped up, it's just hanging there. So I've got to tap Mad Dog up today and get some fluke stuff. Either some fluke M or some fluke Solve Plus. The temperature's ain't quite up enough yet. That little bugger over there, I sprayed Roundup on it last week. And I also went all around the garden with Roundup, and everything else in the garden's dead. That bugger's still alive about having it. I'm going to do it again today. So my first job today, get the mixer out, get it down here by the slabs, and I'll probably start laying from this end. Get these in first, get all the fullings in, and then do the cuts, and just try and get down if I can. Don't hold me to this because things might change. If I can, just to that edge of the pond, and then I can do the pathway then. So that's my first, I don't know, 12 foot by about 2, 4, 6 foot at the top, coming down to 3. That'll be the first bit I'm going to try and get at. Actually, when the pack come yesterday, the slabs, I actually wondered if there was enough, but looking at it now, I think there's more than enough. There should be 20 square metres, and I've got around about 16 to 18, so that's including the pad for where the shed's got to go. I'm going to try and slab up the front of that and slab across the top as well, just to make it look better and match it all in. There's a bit of trimming got to be done all along this edge. I'm contemplating whether to take these little bits out and then just go straight up to that with the new slabs. It just juts it through a little bit, but I don't think you'll notice it too much. I'll make my mind up when I get to it. Sleeper pond's all good. These are as ravenous as ever as well. Of course, here, because the window needs cleaning, but they're all okay in there. And in general, everything's sticking over nice. Feels mild this morning. We had some rain overnight. It feels quite mild this morning. Sun's trying to break through a little bit, so I'm going to do what I've got to do. I've got to go to the pharmacy and stuff first. Do what I've got to do, and then we'll try and get at it as best I can. I was originally going to have a bloke in to do it, but then I thought, you know what, let's just have a go myself first. Let's see if I can get it done. I did the rest. I've done everything else. I might as well just have a go at this. You know what I'm like. It takes forever and a day to do something, but we'll see how we get on, eh? See how we get on. But yeah. That dog's got to be tapped up for a bit of fluke treatment, I think. I might PP him first. I PP'd him last week. I told you about that day. I nearly killed him. Well, I thought I had. As soon as I put the air on, they come back to life. Don't ever make that mistake, guys. Don't do what I do, ever. You know what I mean? Folks will look at me and say, Jonah, Davy Coy, you're my nightmare. I need to call myself Jonah then, which everybody else calls me. But Davy Coy, you're my nightmare. So yeah, don't worry about it. Just don't do what I do, okay? Don't take my advice as crystal clear advice half the time. I'll advise you with stuff if needs be, but don't push the boundaries like me. But there you go. No, everything's fine. Touch wood. Hopefully it carries on. We'll catch you later in a bit, eh? Having ya? Bit of a change of scenery, eh? So I popped over to my mum's. I've been to the pharmacy and done what I've got to, and thought I'd pop over here because there's a parcel here for me. And I'm just stood by. If you remember this, I set this up probably this time last year. Might have been before, if I'm honest. Now this has been left totally alone, other than my mum feeding it. And recently it's had some blanket retreatment in because the filters have been overflowing, and long story. All it is a pump, submersible pump, and that little backy shower full of pumice, not pumice, alpha grog, with the top layer, excuse me throat, the top layer, jack matting, and that's it. That's all that's in there, nothing else. No UV, nothing else. This will go green as grass in a few weeks' time. But there was 10 fish put in. We lost one, it jumped before the net was put on. The net I haven't been put back on yet, but I did a blanket weed treatment on it last week, and this is how it is now. Clear as a bell. 9 fish in there. They are still the same 9 fish. Not much growth on them, but this was just an experiment tank more than anything. Let me just zoom in out a bit. I'm skittish, so I don't really get looked at or messed about with. My mum comes out and feeds them a couple of times a day, and that's about it. Just a tank of fish. What I thought, you know what, we'll have a bit of an experiment. We'll leave them alone. No treatments have gone in, no fluke treatments, anything like that. Stuck them in straight from the shop and left them. And as I said, all they do is get fed and the odd water top up or water change. My mum had to change some water the other night because the shower was overflowing. I lost half the water, and then obviously I had to fill it back up. So they've had some fresh water. But they look good. It's like I said, a bit of an experiment just to see how they cope without being touched. They am Japs, them Japanese koi. And they don't look too bad. There's one with a bent spine in there by the look of it. They've probably grown, I don't know, 2 or 3 cm over the summer. But in general, they look okay. So there you go, it just shows though. I mean, us as koi keepers, and I'm as guilty as anybody else for throwing chemicals and one thing and another in. I've said this morning that there's flukes in my pond. So, well, bloody mirror here, I can see myself moving about, wondered what was going on. There's flukes in my pond and I've got to get a fluke treatment. These have had nothing, and they're mint. No marks on them, no scratches on them, no scrapes, nothing. Even the Cratchina's got every single scale it was ever born with. So there you go. I suppose we're all guilty of it. I'm as guilty as anybody else of it, of throwing chemicals in. We've just got to prove that if you build a pond, I mean that's only a tub, 128 gallon that is. You build a pond, put your fish in and leave them alone, they'll fend for themselves and they'll look after themselves, and that's just a natural environment for the fish. It don't need our intervention all the time. But there you go, I'm as guilty as anybody else, as I said. But I just wanted to highlight that they have been touched for over 12 months. And I'm sound, and I was sound all through the summer. Happy days. In a bit, eh? I mean, yeah, it's still Saturday. It's, what's the time? 1:45. Started at 20 past 11 I started. Well, I got the first mix done. I pretty much got through the first mix now. I ain't done that much, believe it or not. It's just faffing about, eh? But I'll show you what I have done. As you can see as well behind me, covers them off, temperature's up 8. So we'll have a look. It looks a mess at the minute because I'm still going. I have messed up on one slab as well, so that was just the first cut. So there you go. Before anybody points it out, took too much out there, but I can patch that in. So I'm doing the cuts as well. I've left that one for now, that one, because I can at least get in and out the shed by stepping on there and getting in. Then basically spotted down, which is going out into a full bed when I'm down. Just put these 2 little cuts in here. But it gives you an idea as to what it's going to look like. Obviously, whatever cement's on the top, I'll wait for that to start to dry off, and then I'll get it off. I did question the colour with the builder's merchants this morning. The illustration shows it as a darker grey, like I think I might have already said. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The fence line. Well, I'm just gone square off them slabs, off the shed slabs. That's all I can do. The fence line down our garden spays out, so I can't follow that. I can go up to the edge of the pond. I'll just have to cut in wherever. There's going to be a lot of cutting. It is what it is. Can't be helped. But there you go. Anybody who's done any slabbing will tell you that narrow parts like this will just take a lot of cutting in. This is also going to be the same when I get around to doing this. But what I am going to try and do is get down the side first, or at least get to that edge, and then look at getting this done. I'm hoping I've got enough slabs. I'm praying I've got enough slabs. So there you go. That's the start. What I'm having to do as well is just give them a quick wash off on the back because I'm covered in dust. That puts some stuff on the back. I don't know what it is. Must be to help grip, but that puts some stuff. So I have to wash that down just to get the dust off before we get them down. I ain't a slabber. I ain't a builder. I have a go. I can turn me on to anything really. Is it going to be perfect? Probably not. But you know what, as long as people don't trip over it and it don't hold water, happy days. So there you go. Right, I'm going to crack on. So I've still got a bit of mix left, and I've got to put a 2x2 down now. I haven't put one down yet, I believe. I'm going off the pattern here, look. So, them the slabs I've put in with the black dot on. So I've just done that one. Oh. So, them the slabs I've got in. So I've got a 2x2 and a foot square to put in. That's my next job. So I'll catch you all lot in a bit, eh? How been ya? Quiet, eh? Currently got a power cut. I thought it was me to start with, but it's I ain't got the cutter going and the mixer wall going, nothing like that. So everything's off. The only thing is a bit strange is I can't hear any house alarms going off. Because normally you get them down here. These are looking good. I'm wondering what's going on. Number one, I've had the covers up all day, and now the power's gone off, so they don't know what the bloody hell's going on. But they're looking good. They're feeding anyway. These don't care. So there you go. We've got a power cut, and I've gone as far as I can now with the slabs today. The power's off anyway. Don't know how long it's going to be stopping off. Just keep an eye on this now. If it gets any, if it does get too bad, I'll get the 12-volt pump out and at least try and get it running a little bit. But other than that, everything's fine. Folks panic when they have a power cut, don't they? But that's as far as I'm going today. I mean, to be quite honest, I'll put the rest of the compo in here, but that bed under these front edge of these slabs now is about 3 inches deep. Everything should be, or is as it should be. Get your words right, Dave. And now, obviously, I'm going to let them go off, and then I can start working down the slope. I can't get in my shed, and I can't get in the filter house, so it's got to be. Hang on, 2 minutes. Sorry about that. Neighbour come out asking me if the power had gone off. So yeah, as I was saying, I've pretty much gone as far as I can go now. The only thing I don't like, and this is down to the pattern as well, is the pattern what they've given you, is that straight line there. I don't like it. There's nothing I can do about it, and there's nothing I'm going to do about it now. It is what it is, it's staying as it is. Once it's all pointed in, it should, hopefully, look alright. You won't see the little unevenness, like the thin line down here, the thin gap here, and the wider gap up here. You ain't going to see that. Also the stump, the first cut I made a balls up of that. Once it's all pointed in, you ain't going to see it. But that's just what I wanted. I wanted a definite line as to where the slope's going to start. I did the same when I put these down years ago. Like I said, I've got a slope going down here now, and there's a definite line for the slope to start off. And that's what I wanted to do there. So it's Saturday. That's as far as I'm going today, so there ain't nothing else I'm going to be able to update you on today. Unless this powered out come back on, I'll try and get stuff running as a temporary measure. And that's pretty much it. Got nothing else to tell you. So I'll catch you a lot in a bit. Having ya. That's what I'm doing today, doing Dave things. Sunday morning, 23rd. Like as I said, I showed you what I did yesterday. All gone off well. We had a downpour of rain last night, proper downpour as well. But I've walked on them this morning a couple of times, and they've all gone off. This is what I checked first. That's the compound what I had left over, so I just spread it down there. But that's fine, that's gone off as well. So today I'm going to crack on. It's a bit grey, a bit murky, a bit cold, a bit wet. But I'm going to try and get some more down, try and get this part done. And then if I can, if it works out, create a definite line at the bottom of the slamp, rope, whatever, you know what I'm on about. And we'll see how it goes. These have had the mealworms this morning. It's currently about 11 now, so I haven't started yet. I've had the mealworms, and these have had the mealworms as well in here. These have been alright overnight with the covers off, so I've settled in a little bit now. So I think I'm used to the covers not being on this morning, because I was up and feeding this morning straight away. Tamasabarum looking sound, little fat pigs. So I'll crack on and I'll give it a shout in a bit. I've been here again. It's still Sunday. You hear the feeder going off. Wind's picked up. It's gone cold as well now, so I'll get it next. I've got the path done down the side. Just across the front now. I'm in a right mess, so there's too much water about now. So as I said, we'd already had a dicing overnight. I've still got to put a slither in here if I can get one in. We had a dicing overnight, and obviously I've been sort of cleaning up and washing and whatever, and it's just a sludge pit now. So the slabs are in, down the side and up the top. Obviously I'll get this done as well next. It is what it is. If it takes me a month, it takes me a month. If it takes me 3 weeks, happy days. I've put the covers back on the small ponks. As I said, it's gone cold, so that heater I don't think has kicked off all day while I've been up here. So I've put them covers back on, and everything else is as it should be. They've just had a feed. The feed has just gone off as I press record on the camera, so they're up scoffing, if you like. They have 8 a day. I think that feeder gives them 8 feeds a day, plus whatever I give them as well. But I give them nothing today, to be honest. I'll just let the feeders all about. But they have 8 feeds a day while I'm at work, so there you go. So I'm at a start. It's alright, once I've started I'm okay. I'll get going. You wouldn't have thought it when I was rebuilding that bugger though, would you? That seemed to take forever and a day. So there you go. Right then, I'll catch you in a bit. I'll see if anything happens through the week. Got to do a wear to change on them. Not today though, don't do them on a weekend. Weekends are my own, I don't do a wear to change on a weekend. So further on in the week, it'll be Dave doing what Dave does, or Dave doing Dave things, whatever it is. Thanks to my mother for buying that for Christmas. So there you go. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Thanks for watching. In a bit, 8.